what Divine talks about in her book is that, we want and we love people that are grieving so much. We just want it to be okay. I asked permission from Lane to share her story from a mother's perspective. I've loved JT as well. But as a mom, last year when they experienced a miscarriage and were just devastated, I wanted to make it better. And I'll never forget, it was a Sunday afternoon, and Tom was traveling, and I got a text, "Do you care if we just come sit with you?" And I'm like, "Well, of course not. Please come over." And they did, and I wanted them to laugh. I wanted them to smile. I wanted them to be able to look to the future and see hope. And there just wasn't that day. There was a heaviness in the room that as I was sitting there trying to process how I could best support them, I realized, you know what? Maybe supporting them right now is just letting them be. So as we talk about this over the next couple of weeks, that's one thing I want us to all hold on to. That when we know someone that is grieving, we don't need to fix it. And we're going to talk about this next part in a couple of weeks, but we don't need to tell them our story. That's one of the hardest parts about walking alongside someone in grief. Like when they're grieving, we want to tell them our story, hopefully to make them feel better, right? But it does not come across that way at all. And when you tell somebody else your grief story, then they, in their empathy and compassion, end up feeling like they need to help you manage your grief. So just companionship and steadiness and quiet love is what is needed.